What is up guys, Speed here, and today we're going to be doing a live commentary of Lina. In this replay, I'm going to be showing what you need to look for in the mid lane to actually snowball your games. And one of the big things I'm going to be looking for in this replay is exact times to punish and how I can maximize my right clicks. Right? I think there's a lot of situations where people get put in a state of advantage, especially in a creep advantage when they have more creeps than their opponent, and they don't see that as an opportunity to punish. So that's what I'm going to be trying to focus on here, especially in the early game.
The mid lane role is for star players, which is why at GameLeap.com we designed an in-depth course teaching you every trick and concepts pro players abuse to crush the middle lane. There's no better role than mid to solo carry your ranked games, so hit the discount link in the description below to unlock your unfair advantage with GameLeap.
The first thing I want to do is shift queue up my items. If you're a mid laner and you're not doing this, it's a big mistake. So I can queue up whatever I think necessary. I might go for a Bassi this game, so I'll queue up for a Bassi as well. But the most important thing is my salve, my mango, maybe even a second salve, depending on how much I'm actually casting my spells. Now the first thing I really want to focus on is getting a generally good block. Now I don't even know the best pattern to do it, frankly. But all you need to know is that getting the creep wave towards your high ground is really good for a hero like Lina, because stunning people on the low ground and getting auto attacks is much easier. You're going to draw less creep aggro, and you're going to have more opportunities as a result. So, I'm going to do my best to block. Alright, looks like we'll be about even. Actually, not bad. And now what I want to start the lane doing is just auto attacking him. I see, okay, this range creep is going to be the point of contention, so I'm going to stun, secure the creep, and continue auto attacking. And this is one of the main benefits of Lina. And due to even more creep aggro, I can now get the range creep deny. Right, really good start for me, and now I'll ship out some more regen. Last hitting under tower is something you really want to get used to. You notice it's not easy by any means, but it's something that's brutally important. Now once again here, I really want to use my spells. I'm looking for any opportunity possible to use my spells. So even going to commit it on him there, get a stun off, get a deny, and I can even go more aggressive with right clicks now because I'm starting to build up my stacks of soul. Right here, I know he's going to go for this creep. It's a free stun. Actually, really good slight dodge on his part, but we got it anyway. I'm basically constantly just looking to cast my spells, and I think this is the big mistake people make in the mid lane when they have a matchup like this. They're not conditioning their opponent. You notice at some point in this lane, it will get to the point where he's very scared of my stuns. I can fake it, and it will cause him to, or even just throw it out like that, it will cause him to be very scared and play the lane maybe how he doesn't even want to necessarily. But really, I'm not overextending myself, right? I'm going to creep aggro here, pull the lane back, and I really want to auto-attack, and I like auto-attacking here, right? That's my plan. Because I understand that auto-attacking will give me a position to actually put some pressure on the lane as I get fissured up here. I'm going to be able to walk this one off, no big deal. And this is why you have to preemptively buy a salve. If you don't preemptively buy salve, then this would be like the end of the world for me. But it's really not that big of a deal. We get fissured off, I'll just farm up these creeps, and we'll be on our way as I get fissured again. And what I really want to consider here is like shipping out completely enough regen to sustain the lane as hard as possible. Now, I went for a bit of an unorthodox build here where I'm going for, more points in LSA, and I just feel like it's because it's very good against Ember. But typically what I'd recommend is just staying more towards set builds. Oh, I messed up there. I gave him a free range creep. You want to be very careful about nuking your own range creeps. That's one of the biggest mistakes of mid. But you notice I have 10 denies, and that's what's going to build me my lead in this lane. Also, you're going to notice whenever I don't want him to go for a last hit, because I've casted so many stuns, I can almost scare him off, right? And then he'll be like, oh, this guy's faking stuns. I commit one, and it hits, right? So it's all about kind of catching people off guard and forcing situations that make them uncomfortable to some extent. You really have to get in the head of your opponent, kind of read what they want to do and what you want to do. I don't know why I bought a Clarity, frankly. Usually Clarities mid are just pretty useless. I had 50 gold and I guess I just wasted it. You notice once again, just looking for stuns, and now I can pressure him pretty hard here. Maybe even pick up a kill. Oh, okay, I'm not going to overextend. You notice this is a big thing for me. No interest in overextending. Looks like I'm dead here, but not the end of the world. Actually get the kill and I'll buy out now. So pretty good for us. I don't know why I'm buying so many mangoes, but hopefully you see the point. A big thing about mid lane, even though I'm getting ganked, is that I'm constantly prepping December, I'm sneaking in right clicks, and am I the god of mid lane? No, not by any means, but I'm constantly looking for gaps and the ability to pressure him off the wave, and because I'm not diving, I only commit resources that actually pressure him. I don't commit more than needed. I don't tank the tower. Throw up a stun, which will zone him off the creeps. I should have gotten that last hit. That was very irresponsible. And now I'm going to turn off my Bassi and keep the lane back, right? I just want to keep this in a spot where I'm going to be able to get every deny. I don't care if he jungles, right? That's going to be really slow for him. So I'll take that trade any day. I'll just really focus on getting all the denies. Now I see this and I don't want it to push under my tower, so I'm going to auto attack a little bit. And I'll try to hold the lane back a bit here. Oh, okay, he made a good play there. We'll get this deny for free. And now that I have my ultimate, okay, I actually did not mean to put 3 points in LSA. That is not good, guys. If you're playing Lina, don't do this. That's just bad leveling. But really, I want to continue just putting a focus on keeping him away from the creeps. I don't have to overthink the lane, right? My big thing is, you know, at this point, I have built my lead, and now I can just keep amplifying it with just basic denying, right? I think for a lot of people, they put themselves in a position where they have to do, like, they feel like they have to do more than they actually have to. I don't even have to kill this guy. Like, is outplaying him great if I can? Sure. But if he's not going to play his hand, and he's just going to play defensive, then I'm not going to stress over it. Just securing the creeps. Hit him a bit. Oh, walked under tower. See, that's exactly what you don't want to do. And now I'm going to turn on my Bassi and try to pressure under the tower a bit here. Keep the lane in. Actually, I'm going to turn it off for that last hit. Looks like I'm dead here, unfortunate. You got a DD. Good rotation by the Earthshakers, so that's where I probably should buy myself a ward at this point. So, like, I have a couple options here. I could be the tilt to be like, oh, you know, that was a bad play by me. I could have faked my LSA, or, you know, I can freak out. You kind of have options on how you react to things. So, like, I could be like, oh, this is the end of the world, you know, like, there's no way for me back into this game. Or I could just play it calm, do what I think I need to do to continue to win the game, right? I still have basically a whole level lead, as he hit 6 only recently. And now I'll buy a ward and compensate for kind of what's going wrong. Instead of flaming my teammates, I can just buy a ward. It's really that simple sometimes. And now, because of his greedy build, right, this guy rushed a bottle and I want to punish him for that. I think that's a very greedy build on his part. I'm going to now force the tower under. So going to turn on my Bassi, nuking the wave. That's why you want to max out your slave. So my build's a bit off. Deny the creep once again. And now I can even deny these if he stays up on them. But you notice, not necessarily have to. He's doing a good job aggroing. I'm going to turn off my Bassi, and I almost messed that up. And once again, I see he wants to go for that creep, and I punish him a bit. Turns on Flame Guard, I can back up, nuke him. Oh my gosh! I'm just getting hecka ganked this game. I actually might be able to live this one. Looks like we might be able to walk it off. Pretty funny. So we're getting ganked here, and like, once again, playing mid is all about kind of trying to do your best in the early stages so that these ganks don't actually kill you. Because once you fall behind even a little bit, it begins to get out of control. So instead, I'm able to live through that gank, and now I can make an efficiency play, just farm these while I'm over here, and get back towards mid as soon as possible. All right, I see my heroes are taking some mid farm, so that's fine. The Venge and the Clockwork are dying. But now I can instantly just get back mid and continue pressuring this guy with my high stats, with my new HP from the Shrine. Looks like he's even going to go jungle now. So at this point, I don't think I can contest him reliably without putting myself in a dangerous position. So what I'm going to do is play for efficiency. So I'm going to nuke this out. And in my downtime of farming mid, I'm just going to try to farm the nearby camps. So I'll clear this out. I'll probably buy another Clarity. And I'm not going to cast a spell there because I know I'll be able to clear it by the next time the wave comes in. And I don't even want to bother pressuring this line necessarily. It's a very dangerous, right? Okay, there's even a Nebber here, so... This guy's crazy. I don't know, that guy he was on something else. But you notice now, I'm almost level 9, and this is really, it's just about reliable play. I got almost 60 CS, 22 denies, and this is kind of what I like to strive for when I'm playing mid. Just kind of a balanced game. I don't always have to crush mid, right? In this game in particular, I have 2 deaths. But that's okay, right? Like, it's genuinely okay, and I honestly believe that. I don't freak out. I got ganked. That happens. I'm just going to continue to stabilize the game. So here, I see that mid is getting dragged. That's okay. I want to play for a bit of efficiency here, where I feel like I can clear this camp and get back to mid without missing too much efficiency. Or I can even just give Clockwork mid, which looks like he's taking, so I'll just stay in the jungle, right? This is enabling to your support, so instead of being, you know, maybe the maximum greedy play, in fact, I'm going to buy some wards and smoke as well. But instead of making the maximum greedy play, I can enable this Clockwork a little bit, maybe even make a side lane rotation soon, because it looks like their Ember is rotating. And something I have to consider to in this game is the mentality of my team. Am I abandoning them too much this game? It's actually something I really like to think about, right? Have I enabled my other cores enough? Because this Drow, I think she should be jungling, And as a result, maybe I can make